Now, the families which are in place, or the families that are loadable, like this, if we select them, an icon will show up named Family Editor, which empowers you to enter to the family area. Or if we select this, then click on Edit in Place, we can edit the stuffs we need. Or here, we became familiar with some ways that we can use in order to make some changes and edit this wall. We can right-click on it and select the Edit Family, and by clicking on this, we actually enter to the Family Editors area, which is related to our matters here. Or another way for doing this can be done by reaching out to the project browser's window. If I want to, for example, edit the door, I click on Doors. If we have a right click on the family and on the type itself, we cannot find anything like Edit Family because it's a subcategory of single flush. So we right click on this family, and as you can see, we have edits, here. And now we can enter to the Edit Families area. Now, where can we use this? It's much easier to just select this and then go there and edit it. Yes, it's easier. But if you remember, for example, we have made some profile families for these sweeps. We cannot just select this in here and click on the Edit Family because we don't have it here. These selection figures that you see here are just groups. Let me just ungroup them for your consolation. You see, there is no such thing as Edit Family for profiles up here. But if we have used a profile or anything else that we have applied in a set here, we can go to this place and select, for example, profile, and have a right click on any of these profiles that we want to edit them. And by clicking on Edit, we can enter to the Edit Families domain. So this is the procedure that you can use to enter the Edit Families area for the profiles or for the symbols or whatever you need to edit. As an example, for levels, we go to the elevations, then we click on North. For this level here, we can't just select and use the Edit Family. It doesn't exist. So I go and click on the annotation symbols, then I select the metric level head circle in here. I'll right click on it, and then I can edit it here by entering to the editing environment. Now we can test it by adding something to it in order to see whether we can edit it or not. For example, pardon me, we pull this up here and we draw this line from this particular angle. It would be something like this. I select this one, then I'll mirror it right here, then I cancel it, and finally I will load it in my project. Then I click on OK, and I choose No for my answer, then I choose Overwrite here. As you can see, it worked perfectly. So with this procedure, I can enter to the Edit Family and gain access to my subjects. If I want to edit the characteristics of a family type, let's say this door here, well, there are multiple ways to do this. One is to select and come here, then the type properties window will be open. Another way is going to the project browser window. Then click on doors in the family part. By simply clicking twice on every type that we have used before, we can edit and have access to this window. Or we can right click on this and choose type properties from this part, and this will open the window that we want. This procedure again is frequently used in the profiles, I mean those which we cannot edit them. As an example, let me choose this for a moment, and from here I give the channel profile to it. For example, I choose the matrix C channel profile here. This choice would lead to this. Now, if I want to change this selected part, we don't have anything to edit the measurement of this shape. I go to the profile part here, then I will click on matrix C shapes profile. You see, then I choose actually this by clicking twice on it. This also can be done with a right click and choosing the type properties as well. Then we can see all the characteristics in this newly opened window. Now we can say that we want the width of it to be, for example, 10. The height of it should be 30. Then we click on OK and voila, it's bigger now. As simple as it seems. If we have a family here and we want to edit it, for example, we want to change its name, like this one, well, or we can choose this door and from here we can simply rename it. But we cannot rename the profile from the top by just selecting it and try to rename it from here. Because the profile is here and it doesn't relate to this one. This one is the sweep itself. We can go to this part and whether have a right click on its family part and try to rename it to like FFF, triple F, or we can click gently on its type twice, and with this action we can edit it and rename it to actually F1, like this. Let me write it for you. Or again, we can right click on it and choose rename. Or we can choose it and simply press the F2 button, which is a standard and one of the reserved keys in the Windows, in order to activate the edit mode. This procedure is also true, we can say, for around 99% of cases. For many softwares and files, we can use this button in order to edit many things that we select in almost every software and file. If we want to make a new type from an already existing family like this, profile here, let me say this again. Those stuff which are loadable family like doors or windows, we can have a duplicate from them and solve this problem easily. But for this type, as an example for this profile, this possibility doesn't exist. We move to this part. Let's say I double click on this. Then I change this back to, I think it was 6, and here was 25. No, I guess here was 6, I think, and here was 25, if I presume right. Now, if I want to make a new type, I right click on this and I create a duplicate like, this one. Then again, I click on it twice and I change this to let's say 30. Again, I can right click on this and make another duplicate out of it. Then again, double click and change this to let's say 40. I can also change its thickness to 2.5. And okay. Now if I choose this sweep and then move to edit type, these 3 types are added to this place as well. I choose this one, delete, and finally OK.